Matt with Gobbler Ridge Outdoors. I'm back with you again for another review. Thought today I would do a review on this hardcore dog cave. They've got them on sale right now, so it seemed like it's a good time to do one. It's the end of the season here. We got about a week left. These things are on sale right now for $59.99 on the Hardcore website, which is what I gave for this one 4 years ago during the summertime in an off part of the season. So I told you, if you watched my last video, you know that I said that I would not do a review and recommend something or not recommend something based off just an unboxing or something. I put it through its paces, put it to the test, and that's what I've done with this thing. I've had it 4 years. I've had it everywhere from the Canadian border to Kansas to here in Kentucky where I hunt. I've had it in marsh, I've had it in wetlands, I've had it in every kind of brush, briars, hunting cow ponds, hunting fields, corn stubble, fence rows, you name it, I've had it there. Even when I was out in Kansas, I even had it on I have a Momarsh final stand. Sorry, I had this. I didn't want to buy a Invisalab, so I put this on top of the final stand and zip tied it to the final stand, and it worked perfect, and used it for a week out there. I'll just go over some of the features of it and some of the experience I've had with it. Any pros and cons I can come up with. To be honest with you, there's not going to be many cons, if any, on this thing, because it's really got the job done. I'm not going to go through how to assemble it and everything. There's a video from Hardcore on the YouTube that explains that perfect, so I'm not going to do that. First off, the material this thing's made out of. My guess is, and you can comment below or something if you know better than I do, because I may be wrong. I think it's about 600 denier. It's at least 300, but my guess is it's 600. It is very thick stuff. I had a Primos Ground Max blind made out of this that I hunted out of for turkey and deer for 12 years before I had to shut it down. And that's about how good this material is. It is not worn out. It is not faded out. None of the seams have ripped. Again, in 4 years of taking it through everything you could put it through, wet, buried in stuff, underneath stuff, thrown around. Dogs, I've got 4 labs. I started with 1 lab when I bought this 4 years ago. I bred her to a buddy of mine's hunting dog. She had 10 pups. I kept 2 of them. That left me with a black, a chocolate, and the mother was a yellow, females. And then I ended up getting a big male, about 95-pound male, a couple months ago that's never hunted before. I'm going to have to work with him this summer. He's about 2.5. He wouldn't right now wouldn't retrieve a pork chop if I threw it, because he's never been worked with, but we're going to do that. But the other 3 girls, they all hunt. Every one of them has worn this thing out. Been in and out of it, and they range in size from, my smallest is a runt. She's 54 pounds, this little chocolate one that you'll see here in a minute. And then the mother is the yellow, and she's 75 or 74 pounds. And then she has another daughter that's this one's sister in between. That's about 68. I left her upstairs and left the big dog upstairs because I don't think a 95-pound dog would be comfortable in here. He may. He's never been trained on it, so he's not going to get in it anyway. So I'll show that at the end, because I know that a big question everybody has is, how will it fit my dog? When I was looking to buy one, I was like, will it fit my dog? How big does it need to be? Can they turn around in it? Do they need to go through it? So I'm going to show you what it looks like with a 54-pound chocolate runt of the litter, and her mama, who's 74, 75 pounds. First of all, let me start out, like I said, this material, slick. No rips, no tears, no stitching coming loose. Stayed shape, stayed form, been wet, dried out. Again, I was right, this is a Max 4. I got this on, it was Max 4 sale. Perfect material, got no complaints whatsoever. These stubble straps that are on this thing, they're tight, close together. Some of the ones I've seen have got longer between the stitching. I don't like that. It feels loose on some of those, but this one right here, super tight, and I have stuck every single thing you could stick in these things. If it's around where we're hunting, it goes in these things. And I mean, I shove them in there, briars, everything else. Not one of these has torn stitches loose. Not any of them. Every single, and I mean, guys, I hunt this thing 2 out of 3 times when I go. This thing goes with me. Unless we're hunting in a blind, I've got a blind on a marsh. It's kind of a permanent blind there that I don't need it, but other than that, I mean, this thing goes everywhere I go. Never has that ripped. If you know anything about hardcore, it seems like they don't like using, like at least on the man cave layout blind, they don't like using pins. So what they usually use is like sleeves. If you unzip this little thing right here, there's a frame in here when you push the frame out, two parts of the frame stop and they meet right here in the middle. Instead of having some kind of pin system or something, they've got a sleeve that slides over those where they join. Sturdy as it can be, no issues. You can even put it in this little, through this little Velcro loop. I haven't got this one through the Velcro loop right now, but you can. Boom, back at same way on both sides. Never has this thing bent. Never has this thing rusted. That sleeve has worked exactly like it was designed to work every single time I've used it. Never have a problem getting on and off. When you pull these, once you get the frame, when you get this thing, you get the frame together and get this on it, then you fold it down, and I'll show you how it folds at the end. But in the four corners, there are things you push up, kind of like on a folding table. You push them and they lock in place. Real easy, real simple. They've not failed, they've not bent. I mean, I've had dogs running in and out of this thing 1,000 times. I mean, they've never bent or failed, ever. And which is pretty remarkable, really. Really good product these days you buy. The way this thing's set up as far as getting in and out of it goes, well, it's got these flaps. These flaps will shut, both them flaps will shut. There's Velcro here, that gives you your open end. You can open both ends. A buddy of mine bought one of these last week for $60, like I was saying, $59.99. His dog didn't like going in it this way. If it's on the ground for some reason, and on a stand she doesn't care, but in the ground she didn't like it. So he opens the back up the same as the front. She goes in the back, sits down, looks out the front. My dogs wouldn't do that. They wanted to go in one side and come out the other all the time. So I took a zip tied the back shut to where it's got a back on it. They go in and turn around. Velcro, you hear it? Just as strong as the day I bought it. Been this way for 4 years. I haven't took this thing. You can see the dust, whatever in here. Stuff I stuck in it a couple days ago, well, last weekend. This Velcro right here is still pretty good. It doesn't hold as good as I can't quite get it to reach right there, but that's probably on me and not them to hold, but that doesn't cause a problem. It comes with these little stakes right here, and they're on a bungee. And there's loops at each corner, and you stick them in them loops, drive it to the ground. It holds steady as it can be. Now, I have lost a couple of these over the years, but I've got two left, and this actually, I think the one loop ripped off here. But again, I got dogs running and tearing in and out of this thing all the time. Only 2 and 4 years as much as I've used it. That is not a complaint whatsoever. The only wear that you can actually see is this on the bottom. It's like a rubber, plastic, I don't know what you'd call it, vinyl maybe, I don't know. Where their nails and stuff have went through on this thing. You got little lines. If you hold it up to the light, you can see light through the lines, but it's still intact. It has not ripped. They get in and out of it all the time. It doesn't rip, no problem. The only other thing that has messed up on this in 4 years, you got D-rings right here on the bottom for this strap. The hook on this side, as you can see, broke, and that's like 2 trips ago. So it lasted almost 4 years. These things right here actually slide. If I'm not mistaken, they slide in here somewhere, and you can secure them with this little strap here so you don't lose those pins. Other than that, no issues. It has handled every kind of weather, every kind of scenario. Got nothing but good things to say about it. If you're going to buy one and you're looking, buddies of mine had a tangle free. Not saying anything bad about tangle free. I like their stuff too, but it had a deal where just the head stuck out here. So you had to train your dog to go in from behind and stick his head out here. As I recall, he had a dog that had trouble doing that. Didn't like it. Didn't have as much room because it's kind of like a triangle shape. Didn't have, but this thing is, as you can see, it's not the lowest profile, but you can stubble this thing in. It fits right in there where you go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you what it looks like, because if you're wondering will my dog fit in it, I'm going to put my 54-pound dog in it, and then I'm going to have my 75-pound dog in it. So I know up to 75 pounds, the dogs have no trouble getting in and out of it. Beyond that, I can't speak to, because I've never tried to put the big deal in, but that'll be something for next year. We'll try. So first, if I can get these dogs to cooperate, I had all 4 of them down here earlier, but getting 4 of these dogs to cooperate is like having toddlers at a daycare center. Sit. Sit. Come here, Randy. Get him. Get him. Stay. As you can see, she barely moves the sides, being that she's only 54 pounds. She's a great hunting dog, man. She's a retrieving little fool, but she ain't big as a minute. But you can see for a dog, if you got a smaller female or a smaller male, maybe in the 55 to 60 pound range, they're not, I mean, that's a perfect house for them. They don't think nothing about it. Comes right out. Remy, kill him. You can see, no problem. In and out, not an issue. Come here. Come here. Chelsea, kill him. And you can see my big girl. Sit. Kill him. Come here. There you go. There you go. Kill him. Come in here. Stay. Stay. Not an issue at all. She's 75 pounds. She's been getting in and out of this thing for 4 years. Chelsea. Stay. You can see, back. Back. Sit. She can fit all the way back. She's still got room back there. I hunted with her on top of that mow marsh like a Visalab, and it did great the whole time out there. If you're looking for one of these and you want one at a good price point, and I'm gonna say this right now, not on sale, it's worth every penny. To me, mine has been. Catching it on sale, as of today, $59.99 on Hardcore's website. So you can still buy them, and they'll be in the Max 5. And I think you can get a snow cover for 20 more bucks, something like that, maybe $79.99 if you get a snow cover. I've got the snow cover. I've only used it a couple times, but I could not be happier with this. And I think that, like I said, I won't tell you that it's good if it's not good, because I don't care less about these companies. I expect stuff to work like it's supposed to. This works beyond all expectations, and I give it a thumbs up on the review. Absolutely, I can't think of anything here that has let me down in the 4 years I've had it. The normal wear and tear of losing a couple steaks, loops on the ends ripping, but that's been, like I said, 4 years of hard use, and this thing is still ready to go. I'll have it next year. I don't even need to buy another one. Bring it. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Come on, kill him. Stay. Stay. I don't have to even worry about it, especially with her. I mean, she fits in it like a glove. And like I said, she's got a sister that's 68 pounds or so, taller, a little leaner. Perfect. She gets in it perfect too. And she stays in it, never comes out of it. So, come on. You want to come out? So there it is. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Got any suggestions on anything else you want me to do? I've got some decoys I'm going to do. I've got the Rig 'em Right nitro mesh, or nitro floating gun case. I'm going to do it. The Mojo Ripplers, Lucky Ducks. I got some other stuff I'm going to do as time goes on. But if you're looking for a good blind for your dog, and you know your dog's probably 80 pounds or less, maybe even higher than that, I don't know. They'll fit in this great. It is very durable, and it'll absolutely get the job done for you. Thanks again for watching, and have a good rest of the season if it's still going for you.